It looks like every time you're going out there now, everybody's putting a lot of pressure on you, saying this is it. He's got to come up big. You feel the pressure on you now, as opposed to
I don't
before?
actually. No, I don't feel the pressure. I feel like where I was at, top of the world, cage kick, all these amazing things. People are trying to base my every performance needs to be there. In this game, man, it all depends on how you feel that night. You can have the best training camp, you can have the best sparring, and then you go that night and you're flat, and that's your performance. So this is a sport where you're only as good as your last performance, and I know that. So my last performance, Max Holloway, first time I've ever been finished, first time I missed weight, was a shitty time in my career where I got to turn it around and get back on top.
It's like when you see a pitcher, they'll say, well, he won tonight, he didn't have his good stuff, but that's when somebody matures, when you win in spite of maybe not being at the crest.
And that's what we focused on, winning with my C game. If I don't feel 100% out there and my body isn't giving it where I should be, how do I win with my C game, with on points? How do I use this octagon to make me win these fights?
Did you know right after the Holloway fight, with everything that you just mentioned, that you needed to move up, or when did you make that decision that you wanted to go back?
I knew that cutting weight for the Holloway fight. I got there 7 pounds overweight. I got down to 146.8, and I had nothing left to give. I was in the sauna, my body wasn't sweating. I started getting sick, and that was it. I was like, if it comes to health and trying to cut weight, I'll go back up to 55. It's not a big issue.
So coming back, how do you feel the preparation was for this fight then?
I feel amazing, man. This training camp was not where I had to cut weight the whole time. I didn't have to run and be in the sauna every night and hot tub and killing my body. I got to eat good, I got to train hard, and I got 2 guys from my gym on the same card as me, so we had a great training camp.
Now, leading into the fight against Max Holloway, there was a lot of turmoil in your life. There's people attacking your home and other things. How much did that play a factor in everything? The weight cut, the fight? I
don't think that played a factor in the weight cut. I had my nutritionist there the whole time. I think, obviously somebody blows up your cars. You're like, what the fuck happened? What was it for? We got the backstory, why it happened, who did it, and it's crazy. Some young kids in Milwaukee just being dumb, 8th graders doing dumb shit, and I can't, what can you do? There's no one to chase, there's no one to hold accountable. You just got to move forward and know that that's there. So, shit happens, and I just move on and keep going.
You're such a pillar for the community, and you're always focused on giving back. It's kind of strange to see that it came from some young people in the community who should.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised. I got we get letters from these kids, and they have to write me apology letters, and they say they didn't know it was my cars, and it was like a initiation to get into a gang, and I don't know, man. It's just how do you trust anybody after that? After I try to do what I do in my community, it's like, whatever, just keep pushing.
Now, Rufus Sport's been having a tremendous year. Tyrone Woodley's been doing really well. Everybody at the gym's been doing really well. How much has that kind of fed into you?
Yeah, we're on fire, man. That gym's always been doing well. It's not like it stopped or anything. There's always the next guy that's going to be leading the heat. Tyrone Woodley's back in training camp for his next fight. We got 3 guys on this card. Sergio headlighting the card, and the gym's on fire right now.
Now, Sergio was maybe a name that a lot of people thought could be in the mix for the flyweight title. Were you kind of shocked that Ray Borg's name came up instead of his?
Yeah, honestly I was. A DJ actually called out Sergio on the internet, I want to fight Sergio Pettis. But Duke has a plan for him, man. I'm not gonna get in there and say, hey, this is your time. When Duke thinks he's ready for the title shot, I get a title shot.
Hey, how do you see the fight playing out Saturday? How do you visualize it?
My fight?
Yeah, your fight.
I already visualized it a million times. So I gotta go out there and dictate that range. He's gonna come in hard, try to take me down, put me on the cage. He's seen my last 55 fights. I dictate that range and I put my hands on him. I really focus on my inside boxing game, and my kicking range always has been there. So the only little error I had was that inside boxing game and defending the takedowns, and that's all we focus on.
And talking about Milwaukee, I was there for a Giants-Packers game, and I went to the bar, Showtime Pettis bar.
Nice.
How is that going for you? Is that something you see as your future after?
No, not at all, man. Honestly, the bar thing was a fun time when I had it, but now I'm backing away from that. I'm not into all the alcohol and being around that atmosphere.
Gotcha.
Like that. So the bar's there now. They just use my name, so I'm still owner of that. But they use my name and they just.
And one last question for me. Every time I see you, I got to ask you one boxing question. Canelo Triple G, how do you see that playing out?
I got to go Canelo, bro. I grew up watching this guy too. It's like the next big thing for us Hispanics. So I'm gonna be here watching that for sure. It's the biggest test of his career. He wins this.
And how does he win it?
I'm gonna say decision. Golovkin's is a tough fucking guy, man. So I think I'm gonna say decision. He has to just go out there, outpoint him, and not get hit.
All right, thank you.
Anthony,